What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all. There's a devil and an angel in my head.
The school system calls children kids as baby sheep. You better wake the fuck up or forever sleep. You don't need bars to be in prison, just think. They take cash out of your hand for a digital chip. So if you don't do as you're told, your money will go poof, like it didn't exist. We are almost the Walking Dead without the body bag zipped. This is community revolution in progress, but I'm no crip. As much energy is used to tear down and divide, you can use the energy to uplift and show there's no limit when you reach for the sky. Spells, spells, spells that I am casting. Words I speak are a gift of wisdom unwrapping. A work of art, I am a master craftsman. Painting pictures with the stroke of a pen. Spilling ink on paper.
There's a devil and an angel in my head. When I was fighting the war, the devil was huge and the angel was tiny. When I started to repent, the angel grew and the devil became very small. Small, but he's a stubborn bastard.
With thoughts from within, some say it's the end, something new will begin. Look into the gates of the soul. I am him, I am God. Decisions, decisions, I create and destroy. Broke out this mental prison. Solve a problem and have 10 more like farmers' prescriptions. Life is too short, there's a headstone with your name inscripted. I turn my back to religion, took a seat on a throne. I am the light that torch enemies to skull and bones. I communicate with the other side, open portals, no cell phones. You are the power, why second guess, never think twice. I went from was to was, now I'm Charles Wise. So high, high as a Zeppelin, dazed and confused. I'm God incarnated, no El Hakim or Druze.
There's a devil and an angel in my head. When I was fighting the war, the devil was huge and the angel was tiny. When I started to repent, the angel grew and the devil became very small. Small, but he's a stubborn bastard. He gives me bad advice, but my little angel says to me, no, don't listen to that bastard. Anything can happen, like someone upsetting me, for example, and I think about crushing this son of a bitch. The devil says to me, do it. But my little angel says, remember, you're out on bail, and there are cameras. Freedom is wonderful, so be careful. I struggle because there's good and evil in everyone. God gave us free will to choose good or evil.
What's good? Let's see who comes through. The good old Zeppelin got in one car accident and they took it off the market. Let me see, to be on point here. Alright, it was May 6, 1937 in Manchester. Damn, that happened in the U.S.? The Hindenburg disaster was an airship accident that occurred in Manchester Township, New Jersey. Huh. Wow. The LZ-129 Hindenburg. German commercial passenger carrying rigid airship. It was the lead ship of the Hindenburg class, the longest class of flying machine and the largest airship by envelope volume. Envelope volume, that's funny. It was designed and built by the Zeppelin Company and was operated by the German Zeppelin Airline Company. The Deutsche Zeppelin Reederei. Yeah. It was named after Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg, who was president of Germany from 1925 until his passing in 1934. It caught fire and was destroyed during its attempt to dock with its mooring mast at Naval Air Station Lakehurst. Well, that's odd that that happened in New Jersey in 1937. And what year was World War II? Of course, it says the disaster was the subject of newsreel coverage. Of course, they always somehow manage to be there when something happens. First, they said it was a sabotage, and then they changed their mind on that and said it was because of a static spark. Somebody farted and it ignited the whole thing. No, but seriously, they said it was a static spark. So this must have been after the war, no? No, before. I forgot when World War II started. But anyway, that's insane. Smoking a G sharp, Mr. Super Sidewinder. 1941. Interesting. So this happened in 37. So 2 years later, the war started. That's crazy. And to me, these Zeppelins could do so much more. Especially, man, I gotta find some old footage of these bad boys in action. I mean, look how huge these things are. I just had a picture or two of these bombings here. Dublin. This looks weird, this street. Is this before or after? They got that line in the middle of the street, like that's where they dump their fucking toilet. It's weird. There's a line right in the middle of the road. Yeah, I agree with that. They transferred the blimp idea to Sadaloons. Yes, they did. Yeah. And to blow them up to make them look like they don't use them no more is brilliant. Peace be. I figured I'd go live, as I said I would. See who comes through. Probably won't be many. I sent the link out. It seems like this picture looks crazy. Because it kind of looks real. The bottom part. It's a picture of the future. Somebody went in the future and took it. Shit, this year is gonna be pretty fun to watch. What unwinds this year? What bullshit do they got in store for us this year? Fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson's gonna run for president. Make sure to vote for him. Neil versus SpongeBob. Shit, we would have a better chance with SpongeBob. I put underground cities declared by the military. And man, I got all sorts of pictures of the military shooting underground. The Underground Railroad. I think the real Underground Railroad is just that. Interesting. Nothing to see here. Huh. They got maps where to buy a house to survive a boom boom. Would you like to survive an apocalypto? This is New Haven, Connecticut. Why would it be New Haven? What the hell? These people got peace mark. Yeah. They say the third time's the charm. These people are watching a fucking flat screen in the bomb shelter. What's up with that? Hopefully, we'll get some people to come through. I'll give it an hour. Maybe get a good build going. Nothing in an hour. And I give up. Hopefully Dean's alright. He has to answer me. Now, what are these guys doing? Watching fucking NFL Underground. Now, this is the base. This is DARPA headquarters. Here's Cheyenne Mountain. Boop. Damn, this one they were probably digging it out. Damn. Old ass fucking trucks. I wonder how long it took them to dig Cheyenne Mountain out. Got to get some of these doors for the basement, like this one. Maybe a little less rusty, but That would be a nice door. Wow. 6 years. About. So, damn. It's got to be more than just a mountain. It's got to go way underneath the mountain. I mean, these people probably got a lot of levels, because from what I understand, trucks said they drive. A truck said they entered in Colorado, no shit, a delivery tractor trailer. And he said he was underground and went east and came out near New Jersey. And I thought I heard him wrong. So, now, I'm not saying Cheyenne Mountain Base is that long, but they got a road that goes that long. And it probably goes many different ways too. Peace, look within. I'm waiting to see what mayhem starts this year. So if you tried to get in Cheyenne, I almost said Mayhem Mountain, you're going to be stopped by one of these. You ain't going to make it that far. Then when they stop, I'll be like, excuse me, my taxes pay for this underground base. Excuse me, this is my base. That's what I'll tell them before they shoot me and tell me I trespassed. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, smoking G-Sharp. You know, people are dumb enough to fall for it. You know, that shit with Texas going on and whoever that guy is that says he's president. He's gonna start problems. He's destroyed this country enough. That'd be crazy if they start a civil war. That's what they want. It'd be even better if no one falls for it. Because all they're gonna do is call in fucking the United Nations. If they're not already here, which I think they are. I wonder if OTW is still alive. Oh, it's good in the groove.
What's up, bro?
Chilling. What's his name? Came looking for you earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, fucking. What's his name? Fucking MC Nemesis.
Oh, yeah?
He came up again talking about, you talking about arguing? I don't know you guys. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this dude, man? That's how I was thinking. Like, there's got to be something wrong with him.
Oh, so he's trying to act like he just found your channel by accident again?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, I booted him out.
Oh, okay.
I mentioned you. I said, you don't remember disrespecting In the Groove last time? He's like, no. Then he told Chris to go fuck himself.
Oh, man.
Right when Christos was leaving. And then he said, I forgot what he said to me. He was like he was going to do something, and I just booted him out right there. He's probably trying to bomb me or something.
Yeah, well, we were on the topic of God's chosen people topic, right? He was reciting the Bible and all that. Well, later that day, I got a guy. I've been watching this dude for like, well, definitely well over 10 years now, and he lives not far from me here. And started out, he was basically like a lot of homesteading, and then he moved into a lot more like topics about religion and the Bible and all that. And so I get kind of my Bible study, I guess, you know, like my Sunday morning sermons. I'll listen to people like him, and I can respect what he says. You know, he'll recite the Bible, and he, you know, the Bible for him is, you know, a spiritual authority in some way, but he doesn't just recite dogma. He's got his own understanding about it through all of his experiences. And he posted a video yesterday after that live about God's chosen people. And he went and he recited multiple Bible verses to basically fully explain that whole narrative about God's chosen people and the nation of Israel and end times prophecy and all that good stuff. So, man, I wish I'd have seen that earlier. I could have jumped up and gave him that link. And, you know, if he's even interested in truth, you know what I mean? It don't seem like he is. Just seems like a huckster.
They're saying,
I saw something in chat earlier. I guess people were talking about the thing with Texas, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I heard yesterday, might have been a Jimmy Dore video or something, but somebody said that there's 35 states that said they're siding with Texas. Is that true? Did you hear that?
I don't know.
I didn't either until I heard that. I was like, wow, I didn't know it was blowing up like that, you know, but
We need to get rid of the fucking garbage. It's in politics.
so Washington, D.C., bro, it's not even a state. You know what I mean?
That and, yeah, isn't DC owned by fucking Rome or not Rome, fucking, not Jerusalem, Israel, I think.
Well, it's a district of Columbia, right? So what is Columbia?
For some reason, I remember reading something that Israel owned it, but I could be wrong. And the government is just a bunch of Hollywood actors. We need to get real people that are gonna make our country fucking flourish like it used to in the 50s. And we don't need war to do that either.
Nah, bro.
They make war seem like it's a time to make the country boom. Yeah, with bombs. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, I watched a Sam Tripoli video yesterday also. A guy talking about the Epstein. This is like an older guy who's you know, he's not just like a YouTube researcher like us. You know, he's kind of a serious guy, and he delved into it pretty deeply, and he basically said that the same thing is
all these politicians are corrupt, blackmailed basically. And he went into the whole Mossad, Epstein being Mossad, but he was saying that he didn't find evidence of him being Mossad directly, but definitely CIA. Not that that makes it any better, right? So, but yeah, dude, all the politicians are you're not gonna get on TV unless they got something on you, bro. You know what I mean? Like even Trump. People talk about Trump like he's an outsider, but you don't have to look very far in his history to understand. He was on TV for 10 years on that Apprentice show. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. This election cycle this year is
It sucks to see Jelly. He was on that award show.
Jelly Roll, you said? You broke out.
Yeah, he was independent, but now he's with a label, which I don't know why, but he's all over everything now. You ever notice like Cat Williams? He was all over these interviews. It's like when they're about to go on tour or something. It's crazy on YouTube. Whenever I see somebody on one interview, then all of a sudden they're on all these different platforms.
Well,
YouTube's so commercial. It's a joke.
Yes, internet has become the new TV, bro. And just like these people used to have publicists that would, they used to go on these Good Morning America type shows in the morning, but they would make the rounds. They would do all the shows. It's just a press tour, and that's what's happening on the internet now. And it's a lot of these, like I think somebody mentioned that guy, No Jumper podcast. And I've watched other people like Call Me Kinfolk, who does the Gematria. And he basically exposed all those dudes. And then Aiden Ross, they're just low. They're the new David Lettermans, but they're all masquerading as independent Twitch and influencers, basically. That's the new TV. I mean, like I've been censored for a couple months now, and then Christos earlier said he's censored right now. I watch a lot of tarot readers, and a lot of them have been getting flagged and scrutinized, but a lot of them have dropped some truth in the middle of their card readings, which is why I like it, bro. It's definitely something that's only happened in the past 2-3 years that they've been mentioning, like current events type stuff, and it's everybody's way of getting the truth out, and I respect that because tarot readers, they have a lot of influence over a lot of people that watch them, and it definitely seems like things are happening. People, I don't know how it's all going to end and shake out, but they definitely aren't getting away with things the way they used to. I heard also that Israel, there was some court in some other country. I think Lee Camp even mentioned it, that they were being tried, or in his words were, they are going to be found guilty of war crimes for what they've been doing, to the Palestinians and shit. So, I mean, 5 years ago, bro, you couldn't. Most people I bring up Israel, and I would just bring it up for the fact that, they've only been a country since the 40s, right? Like, it's not the same Israel of the Bible. And people would look at me like, like I farted in their face or something, or like I'm speaking out against God. But, recently, I mean, everybody's speaking out now on it. So, I don't know, bro. There's a little bit of progress, but
Who knows how it's all going to shake out here. I think the election is definitely going to be questionable. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But this shit with Texas, bro, I'm all for that, dude. States' rights. You know, states do have more power than the feds. And we don't think so because, you know, the hierarchical structure, you think the top's the top. But according to that paperwork, you know, the Constitution and this and that, states do have a right to do. And most of what's happening these days is illegal.
I don't look within. Yeah, I go live every day, but it's to communicate with the people. Like YouTube would have to offer me $1 million to sign 1-year contract of podcasting. $1 million, a house, and 4 cars. I bet you they would offer it too.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Me to sign my soul with it.
You got a BitChute channel because I just subscribed to it about a week ago.
I haven't done nothing with it.
Well, dude, last night I uploaded a music video to my BitChute, and there's this extra link that popped up, and they were telling me they were wanting me to sign up for this thing called PayShoot. It said sign up and get paid for your uploads. So I don't know what all that's about. I didn't look into it, but it just popped up last night. But apparently BitChute is making some kind of changes. I don't know if this payshoot.com is a totally different site or what, but
yeah, I make a few bucks with people donate. The most I make's $40. The least I ever make is like $10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about doing like a Patreon type page and just charging people. I'd have an entry level thing like $1 a month, you know, just to have something up there. And I've never gotten paid anything for my online shit.
Yeah, this month I made $20.
Yeah.
That was weeks ago.
It buys a bag of dog food, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Dude, I went to the pawn shop this week because I've been trying to sell stuff on Marketplace, and people are just fucking around here, man. It's just a bunch of yahoos and shit. So I took some shit to the pawn shop I was tired of holding on to, and they wouldn't even look at my music equipment, like, because they have so much of it already and people aren't buying it and shit around here. But and this is some shit I bought from them before, and luckily I was able to sell some couple extra microphones and shit. But dude, it was like,
pawn shops are a rip. They'll chew you down, and then you'll go in there and they're like, oh, I can only get, well, I'll make $5 on this. You go in there, it's triple the price you got. You know, they'll give you $10 and it's selling for 50. They lied like a motherfucker.
They basically give you about 33, 35%. They give you a third of what it's worth on resale. That's basically what they give you now. But see, some of this stuff I had bought, so I always try to get stuff at a good price and in good condition, and to where when I do resell it, even if I take a little loss, it's not that much, you know, like. But yeah, they definitely. I had to sell some microphones that I didn't really need, but for the price they gave me for them, I really didn't want to sell them, but they wouldn't look at my other shit, so I had to unload a couple microphones for dirt cheap. They gave me $100 on a mic that's even resale value is like $220, $250. It's ridiculous, bro. And they sell that shit online. They got eBay pages. I've seen them on there. So,
what's his name's girl? The guy just said Jelly Roll. his wife was thanking. She had 70,500 people that sub to her channel. But not sub, but what's that called? Subscribe, like money wise. And I'm like, God damn.
Like members?
Who the fuck? Yeah, who? You know, they're charging like 10, 20 bucks a head.
Yeah, right.
70,000 people, dude, subbed in like who?
I know, right? I don't get it either.
You got multi-million dollars. Like, it just is mind-boggling to me. I know people need to make money, but fuck, dude. Save it for the people who have small channels. You know,
people only seem to want. They only seem to want to support people that already got money and fame and shit. You know what I mean? Like, we talk all the time about like building our own shit and grassroots, and I mostly only follow small channels and shit and try to support them with likes and all that. But most people, bro, they don't. You ain't already got a name, and they're not interested in supporting us. It's annoying, yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. We finally got some sunshine here today. It's beautiful, bro. We had rain and clouds all day, all last week. It's been exactly 1 week since I've seen the sun like this.
Yeah, life sucks. I hate the end of the month, man. I budget my money and I get by to the end of the month. I'm thinking of ways though to get more income in.
Yeah, I got zero income, bro. The only way I make money is selling off the stuff I already got. I've always considered that my bank account. That's why I buy. When I have money, I buy things, and then I unload them whenever I need to. You know, that's basically how I've gotten by since 2009 when I quit my full-time job. Yeah.
YouTube's got to pay good because a lot of these YouTubers, they get, you know, I know YouTube gives them places to stay. They can't say otherwise. All these YouTubers go from broke to having this, like, all of a sudden they got a condo and a car and the top-notch clothes. It's like, how?
Always got weed to smoke.
What type of, yeah, how, you know, it sounds good. I wouldn't go sign. Like I always say, man, I'm only be disappointing myself. Fuck everyone else. They think it's about me. You know, I would disappoint myself if I did that. I feel like I work for the fucking police and shit.
Yeah. Nah, I'm only interested in something legit, you know. We are a brand, you know. I consider myself a brand, and whether I'm doing the music thing or if I'm talking, I could do a podcast all day long, dude. You know what I mean? Like, be nice to be able to have the see. My biggest problem is my internet connection. I only have the phone, so I can't really do live streaming efficiently. But if I could, I could do Zoom type interviews, and you know, I could make a show out of it, you know. But otherwise, yeah, dude, they ain't really. I signed up for that ad revenue in like 2017 for probably a month and a half, and yeah, it was a joke, bro. It was like I made like maybe $2, and I was like, fuck this, and got off that partnership thing.
Peace, Kimba.
I don't want to work for Google. Oh, that's another thing I saw. There was there's people who used to work for Google because Google's laid off a lot of people in the past year or two now, and they were talking about what's going on behind the scenes at Google, and they said that they are having kind of a crisis of a crisis of creativity and ideas, because they've hired all these people in there that are just goons, you know, all these woke type people, and they have no idea of the direction where to go next. And you can see that if you look at, I'll tell you what, if you look at YouTube's official YouTube channel page and look at the videos that they're uploading, like they're trying to pander to shorts so they can be like they're all mimicking. It's
Yeah,
all
they pay you to watch videos too, YouTube.
Yeah.
But you got to pay $30 to get in. I watched the thing yesterday. I was like, word, $300 a day? I was like, nah. I was like, that sounds too good. And I watched the video, and then I was gonna sign up, and it says you gotta pay $30. Ooh, you gotta pay them $30 so they could pay you to watch videos. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
The way the guy begs you, he says the same thing 7 times in one video. And I was like, yeah, something ain't right. You know, they're paying people to watch videos because it says that people aren't getting the views they deserve. They're not getting views because they suck.
Yeah. And then
People
they
that should have views are people like us. It's my opinion. People who have something worth talking about.
They definitely pay people to make comments too. Like I know that there's a particular synthesizer company that's very controversial because they do a lot of copying of old instruments, and they have like an army of like fanboy commenters who, it doesn't matter even if the video is about this company or not, people are always commenting about the company and how great they are and all this shit. And it's obvious that they're being sponsored, you know, and paid to give them good
it's open
PR,
topic, Kimba. Sorry, bro. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, it's open topic. Go ahead. My fault.
That's it. I was done. Yeah, these companies are sponsoring certain YouTubers. Like I see it in
the
synthesizer sector for sure. Like some of these people who are always doing reviews, they get the gear before it's even available to the public so they can demo it, and they're always saying something that's always nice. Oh, this is great. I love it.
Peace to Belly Ray. He's you know, I like his channel, man. He's big with his community, and I show a lot of respect to people like that. Belly Ray's always handing out food, you know, trying to help people in his community, and he does a lot of good stuff for his community. He was like, some guy I'll never forget this. One day I was watching his video, some guy tried to tell him something. And he's like, you better check who you're talking to, right? He's like, I forgot what he said, but he's like, I lived here 40-something years or something. It was funny, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking that don't really have any kind of like, you know, you'll notice that they're the ones that are always quick to call out, and they talk about other people, but it's really just talking about themselves.
Yeah, he was a young kid.
Yeah, yeah. They're just
always
repeating
the young ones with a big mouth.
Who's that?
No, somebody on Belly Ray's. The young guy was I think he was telling Belly Ray to get off the street or something, if I remember correctly, and put him in his place. It's like the younger generation has no respect for elders anymore. Then when the elder puts them in their place, they're assholes. This whole new world is backwards, man. Back in the days, if you get loud with an elder, they had all of a right to smack your head off. Nowadays, you know, they arrest the person tracking down, I'll use a chomo for example. The guy tracking down chomos on the internet posing as a 13-year-old will get arrested trying to clean his fucking neighborhood up, and they'll back the chomo, the police.
Yeah.
You know? Shit. He told me I'm not from here. That's right. And I said, I'm born and raised here. Yeah. I remember now.
Well, you know,
Yeah. You said you're born and raised here. You better check who you're talking to. And I think you said your name, Billy Ray, or something. But anyway, that was funny, man.
well, not to exclude anybody who doesn't fall into this category, because there are some out there, some of the younger cats for sure. But you know, us around this age, this like the Gen X generation, like we do have a very valuable perspective about what's going on these days, because you know, we grew up before this new techno age. You know what I mean? Like, we had childhoods where we were outside playing. We didn't have cell phones. If we went off on an adventure and our car broke down, we had to figure that shit out, right?
Yep.
And
Definitely.
yeah, this millennial generation.
No GPS, you know.
Yeah.
You either had to remember where you were going in your head, or use a map. Shit, I remember when there was payphones on every other corner. I remember beepers. I think I was 13 when I got my first beeper. Or no,
Yeah,
I'm lying. 16. And that's right when that was 97. I think that's right when cell phones started really coming into play.
I remember having real friends.
Yeah,
Everybody's sick nowadays.
Right.
it's weird, bro.
Generation X is the last generation of warriors.
We were the last ones to see what freedom, you know, what little bit of freedom was left before,
Yup.
you know, 2000, 2001. But like you said, real friends, right? Like my friends I grew up with during the 90s and shit, they're all, I don't know what's wrong with them motherfuckers, bro. Like, they act like millennials, posting TikTok videos and shit, and these little dopey little viral videos where somebody's doing something that's supposed to be funny, but it's really just, not only is it just ridiculous, it's the same shit that's been posted the past 15 years already. You know what I mean? It's like,
Is that Huma Phoenix? Or no, was that her name? She's, I think that's
What
her.
do you-
Used to have a
what do you
channel
guys-
called The Truth Hurts. Huh?
What do you guys think's happening to women nowadays? Like, I talked to Sovereign Soul last night. We're watching this Owen Benjamin dude. We're seeing how he is. But, like, what do you think's happening to women nowadays?
What's happening to women?
Yeah, like, over the decades, like, you guys have you know, what have you noticed about women that's changing?
Shit, man.
well,
Women have become like more independent, I guess. And they've been brainwashed to look at their body as ugly, and you know, you see, I see so many women with the lip thing. I don't know. It just has changed. I know that much.
Well,
A
I'll
lot.
say like currently, right now, I think that at least a certain segment or percentage of women as a whole are kind of, I think they've recognized the latest push with all this feminism and the trans stuff. I think they're kind of shifting back to a more traditional conservative perspective a little bit. So I think it is turning back in the right direction, but they definitely were led astray. And that's definitely on purpose. If you want to destroy a people, a community, a tribe, you go for the women first. And I'll tell you, men too, bro. I'm not going to, the way that men have allowed themselves to be bitched at especially the workplace, the way they let their boss just treat them any kind of certain way without saying anything, that's something I've also noticed. You know, I started working full time in the mid 90s. And when I first started working, dude, I worked with real dudes who didn't put up with no shit. They give you a hard day's work, but you're not going to fuck them over and not have them say nothing. Now it's
Well,
like they just shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I mean?
well, what I really wanted to say, but Huma and Mark Basket said it. They're pushing male femininity and female masculinity.
Yeah.
They're trying to cross over, and you know,
Yep.
women and men aren't peace, Misael, only the wise. Women, you know, play a big role in life. You know, they are the spaceship, the vortex to this realm. And like I said before in the live stream, you know, whenever a child is in trouble, 98% of the time they run to their mother. Maybe I could be wrong, but I've even had friends that had a father and a mother, and they would still run to their mother. Now maybe when you get in your teenage years or a little older, it's different, but it's like even religion, they took the mother out of the equation. You know, they screwed the Trinity up, which is man, woman, and child, and they put three men. It's crazy. They want all these songs these so-called women put out, because I don't think, you know, how are you going to be called Meg the Stallion? A stallion's a male horse, number one. And they're pushing all these little girls listen to this music, man. They think it's cool. They're shaking their butt, and they're not even in these videos I see. It's like, God, where are the parents? You know, when I was growing up, parents wouldn't play that shit.
Yeah, I'm glad you said something about Meg the Stallion, because I had that same thought, man. Like, imagine, like, Bahamadia the Stallion, or, like, Little Kim the Stallion.
You're breaking
like,
up.
what the fuck is that, you know?
Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, and look at the Barbie movie that they had just a few months ago, right? That was all the same butch feminist kind of, or masculine. I don't even know what you call it.
I remember that movie.
Yeah, right.
Billy Ray. 3 Men and a Baby. Who remembers that?
Yeah.
I remember that. Forgot what year that was.
Remember rappers that had dope rap names?
Yeah.
You guys remember?
Now, you know, how many rappers got the name Lil in front of it? Lil.
Yeah, dude.
Or, you know, remember when auto tunes came out? Oh my God, that was so annoying to me, that voice. Just I don't even call this shit hip hop anymore. Drill music to me has nothing to do with hip hop. Nothing. Hip hop hasn't elevated, in my opinion. Lucifer is Lord. That's what LO stands for. Or LOL. Lucifer, our Lord. Well, it ain't my Lord. It ain't our Lord. But I'm just saying, that's what it means.
Well, it's like that dude, Lil Uzi Vert. If you
Yeah,
say
Lucifer,
that, yeah.
Lucifer.
Yep.
He's from my
mean,
city. I remember when he started popping up. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like Little Uzi Vert. I'm like, dude, like look at all the rappers from Philly, and then you got a guy coming like popping up saying Little Uzi Vert, like that's his rap name. I couldn't take him serious. I don't even know. I don't listen to his music now. I just it's
he
just
got
crazy the names
upside
they're
down
using.
cross tatted on him too, on his back. I think it is with demons.
Yeah, he's
But you know, me personally, I look at all that shit as trolling, man. A lot of these people probably don't even worship Lucifer or Satan. They just hear people saying they do, so they use it as a thing to keep their name going. You know, they'll feed into it just to keep their name and people talking about them.
Well, I think rap has become the new, like satanic death metal, because that was the excuse back in the day for like these heavy metal bands with the satanic imagery. It was like, oh, it's all an image, and I think that wasn't getting the results that they wanted, and rap became the target, or not even the target, but the main driver of their media campaigns with this music to influence society, and they creeped all that shit. I mean, you watch these videos, dude, all these people, these newer rappers, and it's just straight horror movie. You know what I mean? Like just horns and devils and fucking bullshit. Like at a certain point, why would you want to copy somebody? Somebody's already doing the devil thing. Why would you want to do it? Like you're not an artist if you're doing that. And I don't think most of them are, to be honest. They're not. Just like Cardi B, dude. You go look at her album that came out. Of course, she was famous before her album even was out. So that's red flag number one. But if you go and look at the writing credits on her songs, it's like 17, 20 people listed. I mean, shit, who can't write a hit pop song?
Cardi B.
You got 20 people fucking working on your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Tom McDonald said that. That was a good point.
Yeah.
He said you got, 10 people writing the song, 6 producers, fucking this and that. And who would want that? Like, if I'm making my album, I want to produce, the beats if possible. I know I might have a couple producers, but I'm writing all my lyrics, I want all the money to come to me. That's the thing about a record label, man. It's like they're pimping you out. You don't get shit. How many fucking rappers have come along and said, people think they made all that money, but that was the record company's money, man.
Yeah, you're really true to your craft. People aren't true to their craft anymore.
No, it's about money, just like sports. No one wants a ring anymore. They want the biggest paycheck. Yeah, I agree. Me personally, I don't look at Jesus as and Satan are real. They're characters in the book to me, and they're symbolizing many different things. Like Satan used to be, to me, my opinion, used to be the man was the sun, the woman was the moon. She went from the diva to the devil. Once again, they took the woman out of the equation and put a man. And the Luna, the lunatic, woman cycle, and all that stuff. And Satan and Jesus could mean the negative and positive energy. Satan is I said this a million times, the god of the material world, because he's the low vibrating light which materializes. And then everyone's Satan in that aspect. And when you die and shed the flesh, you become energy and gases, and you rise up like Jesus form into your soul or spirit, whatever people want to call it. And I mean, I could go on and on with the symbolism, but people get it. I don't take none of them books as anything to bow to, or I could guarantee you, if you were to die and be judged, unless you get that God in that Bible, then you're fucked, because he's a jealous hypocrite, and we all be screwed.
Well, I had a thought. I had a thought after that Nemesis interaction the other day, and tell me how you like this idea, bro. All right, these people like to claim that, like the Bible, they say it's God's word, but it is written by men, but it was men who were divinely inspired, right?
Mm.
Isn't that just intuition? Isn't being divinely inspired and producing something, isn't that intuition? Because that right there is a nail in the coffin for this idea that we have to get our spiritual rule book from any other person. If we have our own intuition and it comes from within us, if I write a book, I call it a Holy Bible, and I say that it was divinely inspired, how is that any different than some dude named Moses and all these other motherfuckers who just had an inspiration and wrote it down?
I'll get back to it in 1 second before I forget. That is Huma. If people want, like card readings and stuff, sub to Huma's channel. I had to make sure that was the right. I think I'm saying it right. Huma. Was that Mansuri podcast? Yeah, she does readings on her channel. But
is that the name of her channel, Huma?
No, it's Huma Mansuri podcast. It used to be, I think, it used to be the Truth Hurts.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah,
I love tarot readers.
Yeah, and Christos too, man. If you like tarot card readings, Huma does them. Huma. I thought it used to be Huma Phoenix, or no?
I'm just going from what I know from the Bro Sanchez podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, JG dropped off on must have been a bad signal or something.
Like even tarot card readings, people. I have the book Secret Teachings of All Ages, so I was reading all about the different tarot cards and the symbolism behind them, and it's like people call this stuff evil. It's like, dude, that's the thing. Like, I used to be an ignorant person like that too in my days, here and there. And when I look into this stuff, it's like I learned from my own mistakes. And I don't see nothing evil about it. You got to look into the symbols too. It breaks down all the symbols and what they mean, a lot of duality. So.
Well, I will say the only thing that I see negative about it is the perspective of the people who watch it and take it almost like the Bible too literally. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people who watch tarot because I read the comments and shit, and you can tell that they're like, you shouldn't subvert your free will because of a tarot read, but you can learn and get certain
perspectives and even a little direction here and there. But just hearing somebody tell you something from their perspective, because that's what they're doing. They're just reading the card. And you got to have discernment, just like with everything. So I would just say for low white brain people who are easily led around, because I often wonder, bro, like how many relationships get ruined because of some tarot read where they told them, oh, you got a third for your man's cheating. Because I noticed that the people in relationships, they don't communicate with each other. They'll go get a tarot read instead of actually communicating with their partner and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only negative I see about it. If you're an intelligent person, it's definitely, it's interesting. I just like a good story.
And I think energy plays a part in it too. Yeah, there is a lot of like scammers that have done stuff like that too.
Yeah.
It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy with what
Yeah.
you're saying when they do that.
Yep.
Yeah. But Huma Phoenix said, I just use tarot. Oops, it went away. I just use tarot for my own protection. I don't really read others. But still, she has, when I said I didn't mean for you to go there and get your cards read, I meant she does videos and reads them. To me, it's like the same thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
isn't it like a
there's
personal
different uses for them.
experience? She said tarot is not for gossiping. Yeah, it's like a personal experience, right? Nothing bad about voodoo either.
It's no different or worse, better or worse than people who are praying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. When something goes good in people's life, they say, Jesus blessed me. Oh, it's so good. They forget to give themselves credit because they put in the hard work. And then when something goes bad in their life, they say, the devil cursed me. I used to do it.
Yeah, I just try to make sure when things are not going great for me, because it happens in cycles. I go through rough patches, but I just have to remember that I always come out of that negative cycle at a certain point. And so whenever I'm going through hard times, I just look for the silver lining, and there's a lot of hard times that have prepared me for especially what we went through the past 4 years. So just try to find the silver lining in everything,
Peace, look within. Have a good day, bro. B said it was to attack their husband for suspected cheating for the tarot cards. I think he's talking about.
Huh.
And then Huma Phoenix says, yo, for real, that's why they made tarot, because people make it difficult to communicate.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Yeah, I have a video on the tarot card chapter, and that's one of my favorite chapters, because I like synchronizing symbols. I like looking at pictures. I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very pay attention to detail and similarities.
Recognize the patterns.
Yeah, like think of the heart. I learned this years ago. Somebody synchronized the heart to the Baphomet head. Like, if you think about it, no one's heart is shaped like the heart that you draw on Valentine's Day. Your heart looks nothing like that. So, it's crazy. Who knows who Jesus is, or Moses, or all these people that people worship. You could be worshiping a fucking murderer for all you people know.
I mean, you know, I can look at him and say, hey, bro, like, respect, homie, respect Moses, all these motherfuckers, but am I going to subvert my own mental and spiritual abilities and my own connection in lieu of them? Some people I never met from 2,000 years ago and shit. Like, what makes them more special? All these apostles and popes, and, you know what I'm saying?
Pope in the groove.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Well, somebody
Potpourri.
once said, you know, the Catholic Church has what they, you know, cardinals.
Yeah.
I
What
heard
about Blue Jays?
Well, I heard an astrologer say that at one point, your astrology had to be from a cardinal sign in order for you to be a pope. And of course, all that got changed over the years. But I'm a cardinal sign, so I'll call myself pope. I'm the pope of my own church.
Yeah, you are a church. You're temple.
There
You
you
are
go.
the temple of God. You are God.
Not some other dude.
I hear the Christians. Shh. I hear them.
Yep,
That's blasphemy.
sure is.
You're a Satanist, Chuck.
What
That was
are you?
hilarious.
What are you?
That was hilarious. That guy.
Are you an
said, "I'm
atheist?
Satan."
Are you an atheist, sir?
Matter of fact, hold on. That dude came in here and told Christos to fuck off, right? And he said, "How dare you?" He was complaining because Christos was telling him who he is. Well, he came on here and tried to tell me who I was. So who is he to get mad because Christos was telling them who he thinks he is? You know, he
Well, the
goes
name.
on panels and tries to tell people who they are.
Yep.
Fuck,
Well, the name Christos is probably what triggered him.
right?
Yeah. They're so mentally weak, bro, these believers, bro. Dogmatards. No offense to any believers out there. Not all of them, but, you know, the ones that like to battle with, they think they got to go out and proselytize. The Bible tells you don't do that. So what the fuck are they doing it for?
Yeah. You know, if you know, to me, they were real Christians. They would help people and not down them. Number one, and you wouldn't talk shit to them. If you know, they would try to help a person. And two, wouldn't you pray for Satan, right? Wouldn't you want Satan to be a better whatever? Or wouldn't you pray for Satanists instead of downing them? You know, that, like you said, there is very good religious people because I have friends that are religious. They take care of their business. They don't, you know, they take care of their family. They don't, you know, down people and shit. But then you get the ones that feel like they're on a skyscraper or a pedestal as high as a skyscraper. And that's when they're only playing themselves.
Well, I can say in my real life circles, everybody I know who claims to, you know, be a Christian, a believer, and all these good things, right? None of them are representing that at all. Like they don't help people. They don't. It's all social club for them. They want to be in the group, just like in high school.
Yeah. What happened to JD? He jumped off. Or it's JG, sorry.
Yeah, it reminds me of MJG every time I see it or hear his name, JG.
Yeah, the group, the rap group, MJG.
Yeah. A-Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Suave House.
Yeah, that was crazy earlier.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, MC Nemesis came in earlier saying, "I don't know who you are," like acting all innocent and shit. And then it seemed like I guess he was being honest that he supposedly doesn't know who we are, but then that's just indicative that he goes on these panels too much, panel surfing, bullshitting on here, saying he doesn't remember 90% of the places he goes. That means you're going to a hell of a lot of places. He was at
Right.
Charles within like the past month at least twice already.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, he goes all over the place, man, starting trouble, and then acting gaslighting and acting like he's a victim and he's not trying to start anything. We already know the rap with this guy, but then he wants to act genuine. Ridiculous. Well, that the ETT guy, the end times whatever the fuck, who looks very similar to him, very grotesque. I'm sorry, but he's the one that form bombs. So I don't know if MC Nemesis does that shit. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, you gotta really be careful, man. People are stupid and disingenuous.
If he's not being honest about the not knowing where he's at and not remembering being up here like 2 days ago, then he's bearing false witness. So he needs to go read his book again and decide if he wants to keep doing that.
Hey,
there you go.
Phoenix.
Use their own book against them. Yep.
Wasn't tarot cards, when I was reading about them, it was something about playing cards. Like you could use playing cards to do a tarot reading, someone said, or something.
Yeah.
Like they used to disguise the tarot cards into playing cards to fool, religious people would say that's witchcraft and stuff, so they had to hide it. I think it was the gypsies, if I'm not mistaken. I might have to pull the book out.
Well, there are more tarot cards than the regular playing card deck, because you got the major and the minor arcana. But yeah, you can use, some people do use the regular playing cards. It's like
you use the playing cards for your birthday and that whole thing. Your numbers, your life numbers, or however that works. I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, go ahead.
And there's 72 tarot cards.
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm gonna pull it up.
That 72 is a number that pops up in a lot of esoteric and occult.
I think she left.
I got a tarot deck right here.
Yeah, I think Homo Phoenix left, but let me see. Yeah, in analysis of tarot cards, 135.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link.
Alright. Oh yeah, she's here. Alright, it says it says through the gypsies, the tarot cards may be traced back to the religious symbolism of the ancient Egyptians. It says that cards. Alright, let me start from the opinions of authorities differ widely concerning the origins of playing cards, the purpose for which they were intended, and the time of their introduction into Europe. In his researches into the history of the playing cards, Samuel Weller Singer advances the opinion. Hold on. All right. Advances the opinion that cards reached southern Europe from India by way of Arabia. It is probable that the tarot cards were part of the magical and philosophical lore secured by the Knights Templars from the Saracens or one of the mystical sects, not S-E-X, S-E-C-T-S, then flourishing in Syria. Returning to Europe, the Templars, to avoid persecution, concealed the arcane meaning of the symbols by introducing the leaves of their magical book, ostensibly as a device for amusement and gambling. In support of this contention, Mr. John King Van Rensselaer, whatever, states that cards were brought by the home returning warriors who imported many of the newly acquired customs and habits of the Orient to their own countries. Seems to be a well-established fact, and it does not contradict the statement made by some writers who declare that the gypsies, who about that time began to wander over Europe, brought with them and introduced cards, which they used, as they do at the present day, for divining the future. So yeah, through the gypsy tarot cards, may be traced back to the religious symbolism of the ancient Egyptians.
Well, you have to look like the decks that most people use today are not the original deck. If you look up the original tarot deck, it's in either French or Spanish language, but that's something when you're looking up the symbology and stuff. Go back to that original deck, because the ones we all use today are the newer version of that. It is an offshoot of that.
Is that the Wayne Rider tarot deck, the one that we use these days?
Yeah, the Rider
modern
Waite. Yeah, I got those right here. Yeah, but these other ones, like the Death card, instead of it being Death card, it's La Morte, which means death, but it's in a different language. So if you see the cards and they're written in the, I guess that's French, huh? L-E, La Morte. That's supposed to be their original decks.
Wow. They compare the tarot.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot there's people will equate him having to do something with the tarot.
Yeah. You know. I like how they break down each card, man. Each card. Let's see.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love how much there is to decode and unpack from tarot.
I do feel ambitious and energized. That's crazy.
I've been taking Sheila Jeet again. I don't know if I've ever talked about that with you, Chuck.
No. I still have to get some lines made.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well,
yeah, man. I could use a little lines made. Shit. Oh, I thought you tried it at one point. I thought you like got a supplement once.
No, what's his name? Sent me a bag of dirt, AK. He said there was mushrooms in it, but it was a bag of dirt. And I was scared to try them. I didn't want to like die or something.
That was just the chaga mushrooms. He sent me that as well.
Yeah, did you try it?
No, but I saved him.
You still got them?
Yep.
Too.
It was just in such a raw form. Yeah. I didn't really have time to do something with it at the moment.
Yeah,
but
I want to hear Uma Phoenix break down some of this stuff on tarot cards. I don't know if she has time, but
I mean, shit. Wait, are you able to pull up any images? If not, I probably could in a bit. If you want me to,
I ran out of my phone ran out of hotspot, so yeah, I can't. I wanted to one day do go over each card and break down the symbols. Because in the book here, it breaks down every card. And it, watch. I'll read my favorite card real quick. I've read this before. I think you were here for it too, Christos. You were in and out that day. It was back when Lucid would come through.
Oh, word.
I talked to Lucid the other day. He's all right. Doing good.
Is he able to have his kid? You know anything about that?
Yeah.
Good.
He's all good. He's
That's
just
good.
being focused, doing his thing, and I said, that's good, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's not, especially with the way some of the stuff has gone out here in these YouTube communities. Some of the shit's so frivolous. Someone like him in his situation doesn't even need to be worrying about like participating in live chats or whatever, bro. He's definitely got plenty to focus on with his life. So totally get it.
It says the 15th numbered Major Trump is called Le Diable, or Diablo, the devil, and portrays a creature resembling Pan with the horns of a ram or deer, the arms and body of a man, and the legs and feet of a goat or dragon. The figure stands upon a cubic stone to a ring in the front of which are chained 2 satyrs. For a scepter, this so-called demon carries a lighted torch or candle. The entire figure is symbolic of the magic powers of the astral light or universal mirror, in which the divine forces are reflected in an inverted or infernal state. The demon is winged like a bar, showing that it pertains to the nocturnal or shadow inferior sphere. The animal natures of man in the form of a male or female elemental are chained to its footstool. The torch is the false light which guides unilluminated souls to their own undoing. In the pseudo-Egyptian tarot appears Typhon, a winged creature composed of a hog, a man, a bat, a crocodile, and a hippopotamus, standing in the midst of its own destructiveness and holding aloft the firebrand of the incendiary or something. Typhon is created by man's own misdeeds, which turning upon their maker, destroying him. But yeah, each card has a description like that.
Yeah, that was fire. I remember that, dude. It seems like it started to talk about an egregore there towards the end. Typhon. Yeah, man, this is very interesting. Definitely gets the creative energy flowing as well. And now that you say that, bro, I'd definitely be down to do that at some point. Whether on my channel, your channel, or whatever. Even OTW is like, that's one of the first things that OTW and I did was look at some tarot cards. And then like do decodes of them. Well, when are you gonna be able to put pictures back up, Charles?
This week.
Yeah. This week?
Yeah.
Right on.
I pay my bill on Friday, I think, or Thursday, so yeah, I gotta talk to them about that. Like I said, how the hell I got unlimited everything, but yet my hotspot is unlimited.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, they scheme about the hotspots these days. Everything will be unlimited except that. That's like the one add-on thing that you gotta go out of your way still for.
Yep. There's got to be a way to tap into it for free.
I
I'll
don't
figure it out.
even use hotspots, so I can't say too much on it, but
I'll figure something out to
if I wasn't busy working on stuff right now, I'd be at my laptop screen sharing for you. That was speaking of Lucid, he was pretty good about being co-pilot and helping with screen sharing stuff.
yeah.
He was always a real one with that.
I wonder what he's doing now.
I remember he had just started getting into the AI Mid-Journey, AI art bot, and we were messing around with that stuff a little bit right before his accident. Which also, I haven't been using that, but I should definitely try to create some new things, because you can really get a good creative artistic flow going using these AI art generators. Get whole themes and aesthetics going for, like, if you want to do a series of certain streams, have a whole look for it. It's a great way to personalize things, especially if you're making streams and whatnot.
I was just reading the chat what Huma just said. Huma Phoenix, that's crazy. What pieces of shit would do that? That's crazy. Ow. Ooh.
Here, I'm gonna get on my laptop and just so you have something to put on the screen for anyone that's here. If you want me to pull up a certain tarot card, I can do that for you. Or I could start playing a video if you had anything in mind.
Maybe pull up some tarot cards. I mean, I could show a tarot card. I just got to download them and then upload them and do all that shit. I'm gonna change the title to tarot cards. Maybe Huma Phoenix wants to talk about them. I wonder how accurate this book is on all these symbols.
Sorry, man. I've been in and out. I'm doing dog duties right now.
Cool. Fire of Heaven. It portrays a tower, the battlement of which, in the form of a crown, being destroyed by a bolt of lightning ensuing from the sun. The crown being considerably smaller than the tower which it surmounts. This is a good book. I gotta admit. The Secret Teachings of All Ages. Family P. Hall has a lot of good books. Oh shit. And the Cult Gang. That's crazy. That's fucking ultimate. I look at men that do that as no different than a chomo. Same difference, man. You know, if a guy can do that to a child or a woman, they're a piece of shit. You know, they'll put a dog to sleep for biting someone, but they don't put chomos or guys who do that to sleep. To me, it's the same thing. You know, they should be, you know, even chomos, man, they get less time in prison than a drug dealer, which is fucking absurd. Who remembers that incident that happened in Connecticut with that doctor and them two guys did the home invasion? I forgot the doctor's name.
Is that the one where the
But
whole family was taken out?
but him. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of conspiracies going around about that he'd paid them, and you know what they did to his daughters. Oh my god, dude, like it's sick. Like if I was the pops, dude, I would purposely go to jail, man. Damn, they were artists you were trying to make music with. That's crazy. And I knew two women that went through that, and it traumatized them forever. They would tell me they have no trust in men, and you know, it sucks for the good men out there because, you know, that's horrible. You had to go through that. I'm like lost for words, man. That shit fucked. Um, but yeah, that them two guys are still in prison right now. No, I think someone killed one of them, if I'm not mistaken, or he committed suicide. He didn't last long. They took care of him in prison.
What about that one recent story where I think it was in Chicago or Illinois somewhere, where there was a little young 22-year-old guy and he killed like 7 members of his family, and they caught him in Texas recently. It was like his name was Romeo something. And he, when the cops tracked him down and had him cornered, he offed himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think JD. There's this guy that makes content. He's like a prison channel. His name's JD or something. And he's like this tatted up white guy, but he's always making videos on chomos. And I think he was talking about a guy from Texas that killed his 3 little boys and then offed himself or something. That's crazy, man. Like, I don't know what's going on in this world, but it would be nice to have a child, you know? That to having children is sacred. It's a gift, man. And things I see parents do to their children, it's like it's sickening.
Yeah, you know, I think about that a lot. For me, I definitely had plans at one point. You know, I figured it would materialize, and sometimes I wonder, dude, the way the world is. You know, like because I've definitely had, I'll say, like some close calls, right, where could have had one on the way, and
Me too.
yeah. So sometimes I think, man, is it, you know, just like with everything in this world, everything's inverted. It's like, is procreating, you don't know whether it's a spiritual blessing or a curse at some point, because yeah, you can have kids and they can turn out well and you can raise them well, and some people have kids, bro, they just, you know, it's like they're born bad to a certain degree. And I don't know, bro, it's definitely seems to be a crapshoot. You don't know what you're gonna get. I'm sure not my mom so much. My mom, she definitely, I think, understood me, because I was a lot like my dad too. But like in the eyes of my grandma, she definitely probably thought I didn't turn out right. You know what I mean? Even though I did more right than a lot of the people she would look up to as being good members of the community and shit. I'm not no chomo, and I'm not taking advantage of the people for my own personal gains. You know?
I don't understand the system. Now, when I seen the video of the guy pretending to be a 13-year-old and reeling in a chomo, right? The cops show up and the cop tells him, if I catch you doing this again, I'm taking you to jail, and tells the chomo to shut his mouth and say no more, plead the fifth, and took him away, like walked him away. And I said, man, what the hell does that guy know? Right? What does that guy know where that cop got scared and took his side, told him to shut up? Makes
Well,
me wonder.
it's like that fraternal brotherhood, dude. Like they're involved in those activities. You can do a simple Google search. I did. I got videos on my channel that I did on it. I just did a Google search, and yeah, that's what they're doing. They're protecting bad people.
Homa Phoenix, if you wanted to come up and talk about tarot cards or anything, you're more than welcome to. I think Christos is going to share his page if he comes back. I mean, I could pull tarot cards up myself.
Well, I will warn you.
I could upload them all.
I will warn you that a lot of tarot readers are getting their videos flagged, because even in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, there's you know, like some bare bodies, bare boobs and shit.
Oh yeah,
they're getting
that's
flagged.
crazy.
Isn't it, bro?
And you ever see these channels on here where the woman is working out and she got her thing spread, and it's one of them videos for you to call them or to join their they're basically selling herself on YouTube.
They had naked yoga.
They allow that though.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. Here's some new singer
Sorry, I'm trying to make some rice here.
The song, his name's Youngblood, and the name of the song is Low Life. And he got about 8 kids singing that they're a low life. And I'm like, man, what the hell type of mindset is that to give children, right? You want to talk about pigs? Police pigs? Swine? The thin blue swine. It ain't the thin blue line, it's the thin blue swine.
That's why I like the Cypress Hill song Pigs. Off the first album. This cop harassed the whole neighborhood.
That's why I made that fucking picture. It's a thin blue swine with pigs.
Yeah, dude. And look, I know it's not all cops per se, because everybody like, it's not all of them, bro. Okay, well, if you're a good cop, I challenge you to police your own image. You affiliated with a force that has a bad reputation. Police your own before you start policing everybody else or what we think about it. You know what I mean? That's suspect behavior, bro. Nobody would have this attitude if it was not based on something. You know what I mean?
Fuck it. Maybe I'll end this live in a minute. And
yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, we could talk about police. I don't care. I like talking about how they're tyranny and terrorists, and how they don't do shit for communities but terrorize them. That's why it's called the FOP, the Fraternity of Parasites. You know, just the same soldiers that went to the Middle East and occupied the country, it wasn't a war, it was an invasion and occupation. Those same soldiers came home and became cops, and now what they did over there, they're taking that training and using it here. Now they're occupying this country.
Definitely predator behavior, you know.
That's true. She says all the good cops get blamed for everything the bad cops do. And there's good cops, not many, but they're there. There's one on YouTube I watch, and he's always pointing out what the bad cops do. And he stands for this constitution that's falling apart. There's so much falling apart in this country. Like what president fucking sends hundreds of millions of dollars to other country and thousands of soldiers to protect another border, another country's border? But when Texas tries to protect their border, they get threatened by the president. I mean, we live in some ass backwards shit, man.
Yeah, we've been hijacked by traitors.
Yeah. They don't like this country. They could always go live with the drag queen over there. Yeah, they are pirates. They could always go live back in Britain. I thought we beat the British in the Civil War. I guess not.
No, they just they allowed us to do whatever we want. They just started controlling our banking system.
Yeah. The Queen sent infiltrators over here because she was mad that people got tired of her shit and left.
And that's the thing about that Bible, bro. Like King James. That's King James of England, bro. I'm an American.
Yeah.
Fuck King James. You know what I don't. It's just
King
idiot.
James got doo-doo stains in his hands.
I don't know. I just hope. I don't know, bro. I'm definitely tired of. And I think everybody's recognizing, bro. Like, well, I don't want to delve too deep into that topic, but the thing from the past 4 years, even though it's taken 4 years to get around to it, there's a lot of people who were pro agenda in the beginning because they were dupes and naive, didn't want to be labeled as conspiracy theorists. Well, I could tell you, bro, they saying all the
And
things.
now they're pro-Trump.
No, not only that, but like questioning science and the narrative and looking at the data because it's obvious, bro. It's all obvious on paper.
Yeah. They all committed treason.
Yeah, bro. At the least. What happened to my grandma, bro, was a coordinated effort. We talk about depopulation all the time. And, you know, everybody responsible for that. That's why I hope there is a God. You know what I mean? I hope there is a judgment day for those motherfuckers, bro.
There will be. We're going to judge them.
I'm down with it. Let's get it, bro. I'm fucking tired of waiting.
Me too.
It's like somebody said, we're being denied heaven on earth, bro. It would be so easy for this life, for this earth, bro, to be spectacular.
You gotta die to go to heaven, man. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
I gotta die to go to a better place? Like, nah. They might have fooled the other generations with that crap.
Yeah, bro.
They didn't fool Generation X.
Yeah, God
X
didn't put me
marks the
here in this
spot.
time and place to be conquered and submitted. You know what I mean? So until I'm here, as long as I'm here, bro, they can ban me. They can shut me out of employment. They can socially ostracize and isolate me. And I'm going down with my spiritual ship, bro.
Yeah, this would be a real fight for freedom. Not these bullshit wars they created. They lied. And a lot of innocent people died because of these traitors. But if shit goes down, this would be a real fight for so-called freedom.
Yep, that's why I stand with Texas, bro. Do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? I got family in Texas. If I have to, I can, I'm one state over. I'm right next door anyway, but shit.
Yeah, I thought Biden threatened them with airplanes or something.
Some states, they said they were sending National Guard into Texas.
Wow.
Bro.
That's treason.
Bro, come on, man. Hey, but we supposed to be scared, me and you, of what we say on YouTube and shit.
So,
you know what I mean?
why is he getting mad that they want to, because all their UN troops are coming through the borders? Is that why he's getting mad? Because he can't get all his troops over, all these UN troops?
Because he's not being a good goon for, you know, all these globalists. Globalism is globalism has been the agenda. Like the goon squad of the agenda is globalism.
It never works.
No, it's theft.
From what we see.
That's why, especially our generation, Generation X, we've noticed the continual decline and decay of
everything around us, bro. You know, like I'm sure if you go to your nearest vibrant town that you've known for a long time, you probably see a lot more empty storefronts and just dirty, dilapidated. There's general maintenance not being done. The grass don't get cut the way it used to. People have shitty looks on their faces. You know what I'm saying? Like it's affected everybody and everything, and it's demonic. It's satanic. Whatever word you want to use, that's the words I use for it, just to imply the intention behind it. And we could have so much better, bro. You see it everywhere. The fucking shows on Netflix, the fucking music that they give us, all degraded, low vibe, just destruction.
Self-destruction, they teach.
Yeah. You remember that rap back in the day, self-destruction?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's what I grew up, bro. When you come from a childhood with that kind of shit, bro, and like all through the 90s, bro, I was in the dance scene, and there was never a fight. There was people of every race and color and age. Everybody
Yeah.
got along, bro. It was all about peace, love, unity, and respect. I mean, and then, you know, year 2000, 2001, they flipped everything on its head, and they're just fucking demonic, dude. Like they hate everything good. They hate the truth. We see how they hate the truth, bro. That tells you everything you need to know.
The truth hurts, for sure.
Especially when you're a liar, you know, or you believe a lie. But what do you want to do? You want to...
The truth hurts in ways for me too. I mean, that's all I know through experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had to swallow some hard pills, bro. Like bad medicine. Fucking realizing I was supporting things or believing in. I mean, I grew up. I wouldn't say idolizing, but I always viewed like musicians as just regular people who came up, and you know, you kind of gravitate and you believe the stories about how they came up out of a small town and made it big, and then when you grow up and realize they're all fucking phony plants, and it's just, you know, it's hard to. But what do you want to do? You want to continue believing a lie, or are you about truth, bro? If you're about truth, you got to fucking you got to take your L's when warranted, and you know, be of it, be of the truth. It's really a great thing. It's really a great feeling for me. Like, I mean, yeah, they say what ignorance is bliss, right? But subconsciously, psychologically, you do realize and you do know that something is not quite adding up, whether you admit it or not, and it does cause turmoil to a certain degree, unrest within yourself, and like I say, whenever I have synchronicities, and when I say something on your podcast, and I go and watch another video of a truther somewhere else who basically is repeating the words that came out of my mouth a few hours earlier, it's like, okay, well, it's a good feeling to know you're on the right side of something. You know, I mean, we could all be being deceived. I always keep one foot in the skeptical bucket, bro. But you know, it definitely seems like we're on the right side. We're not protecting chomos. Let's just keep it simple. So. And they're definitely hitting us hard with you know, denying us employment and calling us every name in the book. Even on TV, the president, what he said about people who refuse to get poked and shit. He essentially called us terrorists and murderers, bro. On fucking national TV. I got screenshots of the TV.
Yeah, they're fucking projecting themselves. That's the problem.
Yeah, dude.
You know, they're calling everyone else what they are. That's what Bush would do. When they invaded the Middle East, he would say terrorists, terrorists, terrorists. They said that so many times in my line of work. we have to in my line of work, we have to repeat things over and over and over again until the truth sets in to catapult the propaganda. Oh no,
Yeah.
he says to catapult the propaganda so the truth sets in, more or less, so the lie sets in.
Yeah, well, you know, that's all kind of based on I think it was Goebbels or Mengele, one of those dudes from that situation who it's the concept known as the big lie. And they say you got to make the lie big enough to where basically people have no choice but to believe it because they think well, if all these other people are believing this, then it must be true type things. And that's what they're doing. They're just big liars, big grand delusion, illusion liar.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you know, the veil's coming down, bro. I don't know. Or being pulled up, however you wanted to pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, right? But I think it's becoming obvious that there's a man behind the fucking curtain.
The veil had to fail.
Yep.
Think I'm gonna jump off in like 10 minutes, see if anyone comes up. What's today?
Yeah.
Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about 4 after 4 here. Oh yeah, you're on Central Time.
Yeah. It's almost February already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Be a short. What is it? 29 days this year.
Yeah, in February. Yeah.
It's
Get
leap
ready
year.
because you know we're getting all the Black History Month bullshit coming up in a few days. So
Yeah, they give them the shortest month. Black History Month's every day.
that's my birthday too next month. So
Awesome. Oh shit.
I'm looking forward to spring. I'm ready to I'm gonna hit the gardening again hard this year after taking a couple of years off, and I'm hoping it warms up quick. I'm ready to get started. Plant a bunch of watermelons and shit for sure, bro. I'm fucking jonesing for that shit.
Start playing baseball again.
Yeah.
Or hiking. I want to hike the Blue Trail. Get out in the wilderness. I gotta find a queen and create a child and have a little Chuck running around, or a Chuckette, one of the two, and teach him how to survive in the woods. And
Well, I'd like to start a business of some sort to be able to have a kid and bring him up through something like that, you know, pass off a family business. I think that's probably the best thing you can do going forward, depending on how things shake out financially with all this bullshit. But you know, because they're trying to make it more and more difficult to even earn a living these days. So without giving up your soul, you know. What the hell is this?
but yeah, I don't know. Fuck it, I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah, I'm about to eat, bro.
Relax. Yeah.
Word. All right,
All
man.
right, in the groove, man.
Good talking to you. Till next time, bro. Chat.
All right, man. Peace.
Shout out. Everybody have a great day.
Peace of the chat. Maybe one day, Huma Phoenix, you can come up and speak on some stuff. Peace be. Peace to everyone in the chat. Kimba, everyone who came through, man. Christos. Look Within, JG. Misael, Christos, Mark Basket, Belly Ray. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I am. Stationary Pizza. I know I'm missing somebody. Yep. Smoking G Sharp. Jen. I remember Jen came and there's somebody else. Mr. Super Sidewinder, that was who. You too, Huma. Peace, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll check you out tomorrow. Peace.